Keep it going, you guys. Start clapping right now for the very funniest man all over the city, Andrew Lee.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Good? Look at this crowd. This is a good-looking crowd. Look at this. Anybody here in a relationship? No? Just the saddest comedy show. Is that what this is? Oh, well, I like to see people in relationships. You know why? Because I'm in a relationship, guys. Yeah, that's right. With Jesus. That's right. I'm a Christian comic. Yeah, I do comedy every night. And I also do a lot of volunteer work for my church. It's kind of a busy schedule. And some people in my church, they found out. And they were like, Andrew, that's a crazy schedule. Where do you get the power to do that? And I was like, no. It's not by my power, but the power of Jesus. And cocaine. That's right. There's nothing more powerful than the Holy Ghost and the white pony, right, guys? All right, some cocaine fans here tonight. Fantastic. You guys all native New Yorkers here? Yeah, most of you guys? Yeah. I know I don't look it, but I'm actually from the Bronx. Yeah. I actually grew up in the projects, where like the poor people live. And the thing about the projects that's really interesting is that they don't have swimming pools. They don't. So what they do in the summertime is they open up the fire hydrants, right? And they let the water come out to cool off the kids. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But there was always that one jerk kid in the neighborhood who would like sit on the fire hydrant and let the water just go through his groin, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? An asshole. He would shower all the kids with Little Dick Rain, right? You guys like that? Little Dick Rain? Sounds like a rapper, right? Who's that with Lil Wayne? That's Little Dick Rain. You're from the Bronx. Oh, I'm really glad to be here. This is fun. I'm having so much fun because I love doing comedy, but I almost didn't make it because I almost got into a fight last night. I swear, I was up in Harlem. I was doing a show. I was running late at night. And as soon as I was running late, I wasn't looking, I turned a corner, and I ran into a guy with a pit bull. You know a pit bull, a big scary dog? Yeah, it's scary. It's Harlem, it's at night, this guy with a big scary dog. I was scared, so I took like a quick fight stance, right? And the guy just looked at me, he was like, what's that supposed to do? Scare me? Please. I eat guys like you for breakfast. You should be scared of my dog. And I was like, please. I eat dogs like that for breakfast. Oh, you guys like that Asian racism, right? That's so funny. It's ridiculous. There's so much acceptable Asian racism in comedy. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you. Do you know like what happens when a non-black comic tells a black joke on stage? The audience looks for that one black audience member, right? To see if it's okay to laugh, right? That was like, but you know what happens when a comic tells an Asian joke on stage? The audience looks for that one Asian audience member, and they point and laugh. They're like, oh, just like this guy, just like this guy over here. It's fucked up. You guys are horrible people, man. It is, yeah. But actually, yeah. There's a reason why I do comedy. I had a crappy childhood. Yeah, I did. Yeah, thanks for laughing at that, sir. I appreciate that. I did have a crappy childhood. The reason why I wasn't so good is because my dad, he had an addiction. And it's a fun little group here. Let's play a little game. Who can guess what my father's addiction was? Anyone want to take a guess at it?
Chocolate.
Not chocolate. No. Anyone else want to take a guess?
Gambling.
Gambling, yes, he's right. Yeah, he got it right. Clap it up, guys. Yeah. For the other stereotyping racists in the group tonight, right? Got it right on the head, yeah. The thing about a gambling addiction is that it is the most embarrassing addiction. Because if you were good at it, it wouldn't be a problem, right? Like, if you're good at gambling, what happens? Right? You're rich, right? That's amazing. Like, you can't get that with a cocaine addiction, right? If you have really powerful nostrils, you're just dead, right? That's what happens with that. But I wish, like, growing up, like, friends would come over to my house, and they'll be like, dude, why is your house so big? And I could be like, because my dad's got a gambling problem, right? It sounds so cool, right? Instead, my childhood was more like, hey man, so how come there's no power on in your house? If I go, because my dad's got a gambling addiction. That doesn't sound good, right? It just doesn't have the same roll of the tongue, you know? Oh, any college kids here tonight? Couple? Oh man, I hate you guys. Because it remind me of a time when I had some more fun, you know? Now I'm getting older now. I know I don't look it, but I'm getting older. I hate getting older. I hate it because I can't relate to kids anymore, right? Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You know why you can't relate to kids anymore? Because your references, they become outdated, right? I'll give you guys an example. I was hanging out with this kid the other day, and he asked me, he goes, how do you finger a girl? Yeah, I know, a kid asked me this. How do you finger a girl? Well, I'm a responsible adult, right? So I gotta answer him. So I was like, oh, it's like trying to get change out of a payphone. Do you guys remember payphones? Do you need a visual on that, sir? Remember this? That kid looked at me and he goes, what's a payphone? We don't have those anymore, you know? Man, you guys gotta love New York City, right? You know what's the best? I know there's some people here who are not native New Yorkers, but you know, what's great about New York is that in New York you get every type of food you want here, right? That's probably the best part about New York. You get every type of food you want here. My favorite type of food is Indian food. Love getting Indian food. But you ever notice that these Indian restaurants, they have like the weirdest names, these Indian restaurants, right? I just recently went to an Indian restaurant. It was called Gandhi. That's right, an Indian restaurant called Gandhi. That's stupid. You know why? Because when somebody is thinking, who was an expert on eating delicious, filling Indian food, they're never thinking Gandhi, the guy who never ate, right? Even Gandhi is not thinking Gandhi, right? But you know why they call it Gandhi? Because Gandhi's the most famous Indian person. But that's not a good reason to name your restaurant. What if every restaurant did this? Do you know how stupid that would be? Like, you would never eat at a Chinese restaurant called Bruce Lee, right? It doesn't sound like a restaurant. That sounds like a dojo, right? Yeah, you guys having fun here? Who here likes to party? Who here likes to party? Woo! Alright, well, I don't. I hate to party. You know why? Because I hate going to these parties and meeting these guys that I don't know. You get into a contest to see who's cooler. Right? Every guy here knows what I'm talking about, right? I went to a party last month, met this guy, we started talking, all of a sudden, he wants to one-up me. He was like, yo, my dick is like my car. Shit's expensive, all the ladies love it. Check that. I'm like, well, I gotta top this gentleman, right? So I was like, oh yeah? Well, my dick is like my computer. It's got a virus, but I'm still trying to use it. Check that. Guys, my name is Andrew Lee. Give it up for your host, Barbara Hayes. She's doing